Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to do some more work on the town here. Specifically, this bit. Specifically this bit, connecting this top bit with this bottom bit, and then maybe putting some buildings in here. Well, putting some buildings in here, but maybe putting these three in, so this back stretch is complete. That would be nice. I think that is my goal. Whether or not I achieve that is a different matter. First of all though, I am just going to go swap over some of the roofs in the existing village. I said last week that I might swap some of these roofs out to be spruce, and I'm going to scruffy them up a little bit as well, a bit of different texture. So I think I'll just get on with that, because that's not going to take long. That's not the right thing. Yep, you have to jump to reach these. So yeah, that should do. Don't need a huge amount, and then I want spruce. Again, that should do. So I think I'll do one of these. I think I'll leave the bigger roofs to be red, because that's quite nice. I like the idea that the red was like a luxury thing that they've imported, and they've used it for like the big buildings, which is why it's on this, I've completely forgotten what you would call that. Because of course I have. It's a guard tower, that's the one, and it's on the library and that sort of thing. It makes sense in that respect, but maybe not so much on the individual houses, so you're alright. So I think I'm gonna maybe do this one. Maybe this little one down here. Maybe one of the ones on this row. I'm going to go with 3 just to see how it looks, and if I'm happy with it I might do a couple more. I'd like to leave a good number of them red, because I don't want to swap them all over. Do I want to swap? You know what, I think I'll just scruffy them up with the mango first, and then once I've decided if I like that I'll maybe go in and swap out some spruce. Yeah, we'll try this first. I won't go too mad with the scruffying. Just want a little bit here and there. You can be an upright one. Alright there? He looks so glum. Okay, so I have just scruffed him up a little bit. Just a little bit of texture on the roofs, just making them not completely level lines of stairs. Bit of different colour and texture with the using the log blocks. Some of them I have stripped, and some of them I have not. I have left them rough, as if they just haven't had time to do it. They've just had to patch. Let's land on the lighthouse, which is also a little bit perfect, but never mind. I think I missed this house. I'll have to go back and get that. But the rest of them, I think for now that's enough. I think I'm quite comfortable just leaving it there for now. Just that little bit of extra shape. Oh dear. That little bit of extra shape has really helped. Thank you. He's just washing his feet. He's fine. He'll sort himself out. They usually do. They sort themselves out when bedtime comes and they try to go home. This house. Yes, I have missed this house as well. Right. Or I've only done one side of it? Nope, I haven't done anything. Okay. There we are. Now I think I've got them all. Yeah, I quite like that. That's enough that it doesn't look so super perfect and neat now. It's just got a bit of scruffiness to it. I'll leave it at this for now, and we can always come back to it at another episode if something about it is still bothering me, but for now, I actually think I'm quite happy to leave it at that, rather than taking roofs off and replacing them with spruce. I'd also just like to thank everybody for the kind words on last week's episode. A lot of people seem to really like the pub, and I really like the pub, and I think that's because I took the time to step back and go to creative and do it properly. And that is something that I've had to kind of make myself do. It's part of why I wanted to step back from doing a particularly strict upload schedule, is because I was skipping going to a creative world and I was skipping testing and test building because I just didn't feel like I had the time, and I was doing an awful lot of winging it. Although ironically my least favourite build in this entire settlement is actually the honey farm, and that was done in creative a lot. I spent a lot of time on that, and it still came out wrong and funny, and I will be changing that at some point. I might keep the building in some way, but something about it needs to change. It doesn't fit, it's so weird. Like, why is it here? Anyway, note to self moving forwards, do more in a creative world before I do it in the real one, because it really makes a difference. I felt the difference once it was done, and it obviously was different in the video as well. Now, a couple of people made some good suggestions about what could go here. I'm going to butcher some pronunciations here, I'm so sorry. Ithlia suggested that this could be a seating area, which I also quite like, an outdoor seating area for the pub. I was thinking of that anyway, maybe moving this planter, so I think that's definitely going to be part of it. And Chad suggested that somebody somewhere must be taking care of the gardens. There must be some kind of gardener. So one of these buildings is probably going to be like a little gardener's hut. Maybe this one? I've got a little storage area back here, and it can connect up to this pathway and that can be how the gardener gets in and out of the gardens. So that might be a nice alternative to it just being a house. And on the inside up here, and possibly down here as well, somebody that I'm just going to call Kay for now because I'm afraid I do not know how to pronounce your username, has suggested putting maps up here so that people who are visiting can get a map of the town, and I really like that idea as well. I tend to forget that maps exist as things that you can put on the walls, because in my previous versions of games, when I've been building in my own worlds, when I've used maps it always makes the game glitchy. Once I put them on walls, like, chests start flickering, and I don't know why. I've never been able to get it to stop, but that was on another PC, so this PC might be able to not have that problem, so we'll give it a shot. We'll put some maps up. I would like to make maps of this whole settlement one day because it is so big. It would be such a big map, and I maybe should have made a map before we started building, but, you know, it's a bit late for that. But anyway, I will go and have a proper play in creative mode and see what we can come up with. I like the idea that these are going to be quite scrunched together. It's going to be messy, they're going to share roofs, they're going to share walls. It's a scrunched up little town. I know at the moment I've got everything floating, but I also would like to put other buildings down here as well. So imagine this as like cramped little buildings, and then other cramped little buildings with one block pathways between everything. Very noodly. Very cramped. Okay, I've got a design done. I think I'm all ready to go. I am just wondering if I need to move it in a bit. At the moment the house literally sits flush here on this line, and I'm wondering if that's going to feel too cramped, but I want it to be cramped. So I think I've just got to go with it. I think it will make more sense once there's more buildings in. It's going to make this a little bit weird to begin with because there's just going to be a bundle of buildings here and then the rest of it is open. But once the rest of it's closed in as well, I'm hoping the crampedness will make sense, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm ready to go on these 3 buildings, so I'm just going to do it. I'm going to try and tidy up all these bits and join it up to the garden as well. Not quite sure what to do here, probably just leave it floating for now, but yeah. Get on with this first, then we can think about joining everything else up. Here we are, 3 little housey, cottagey shop things done. I have for now just put a few little signs on them, but they probably won't stay as these things. This one in particular, I listed this as boots and gloves because it's got some leather working stuff in there, but then I remembered it was supposed to be the gardener, so we'll change that in a moment. But we'll have a proper look around. We've got a few outdoor tables just outside the front door of the pub now. This bit has got a bench. I don't know what this is, I just put a little water feature in here. I didn't want to crowd it full of tables, and I was thinking of maybe putting a market stall, and then I thought that maybe it would just slow down the road too much because people would stop to go to the market. So maybe that wouldn't be the place for it, maybe they'd be on these bits instead. There's another bench here, there's a little planter, and then around here's all the stuff from the pub that they don't have anywhere to store, so it's all just been dumped here, and there's like a little screen just to block it off, to mark that that is not for the public access. Knowing villagers, they will spend most of their time, like back here, like this, because we know what they're like. This down here has all just been tidied up to meet the existing framework, and then the path has been joined in. Some more might get added here at some point, but for now I'm quite happy to leave this like this. And on this side we've got some little shops. Like I say, I did kind of initially plan this one as a leather worker, but now that I realise it's connected to the garden bit at the back, which I'll show you in a moment, it makes more sense to make this the gardener's hut, so I'll change that sign. Will it keep the stuff? It does! That's cool. It does keep the glow stuff, that's good to know. Oh, my mouse has died. Where's my game? No, there we go. I need to change the batteries in my mouse. There we go. That's better. Anyway, so they're very snug little cottages. They do, well, 2 of them have upstairs, but they're just storage areas. Didn't bother trying to make them into rooms because we're never going to go up here. This one, which I presently have as the bookkeepers. Yep, it's literally just a little bed in the corner, there's a little cooking area, and this is where they would keep the books. I don't know that they would always be here, if this is like their permanent and only home, or if they just have somewhere they can sit and rest if they need to. But they have got beds, mostly just so the villagers actually use the cottages, because there's going to be a lot of beds in here, so a lot of the villagers will go to bed in the pub every night, but it would be nice if some of them actually did use the cottages. And then round here we've got yarns and fabrics. I imagine it's like a little cloth workshop. There's 2 beds in here and another little upstairs space. Come on, gotta crouch and jump. And again, it's just storage. I had a bit of trouble working out the rooftops, and now I can't get out. There we go. Yeah, I had a bit of trouble working out the rooftops. I have no idea what happened, but as I was building all of this off my creative plans and taking my screenshots, somehow it just ended up completely wrong. So the roof in particular is entirely made up on the spot. So this weird little bit in the middle wasn't intentional, but I actually quite like it because it echoes the weird little roof bit that's here. What was that? I heard spiders. Oh, hi. And I was wondering if it would look a little bit weird because the pub is so tall and it's far back, it's stepped off the path, whereas these are right onto the road and they're shorter. And I think it does look a little bit strange, but I actually quite like it. I quite like the fact they're leaning right into the street to get your attention. If we look at it from this part, I feel like that's okay. I don't want that too symmetrical. And once we've got other buildings round on this other side and crammed in all around, I feel like it'll make more sense. It's hard to judge when something is only half done. And like I say, these gaps probably going to get stuff on them. They're going to get market stalls or vendors or something. They're not just going to be left all big and open. And there's going to be more buildings beyond. It's going to be quite a crammed area. And I'm looking forward to seeing it done. Ooh, but now I need to show you the garden bit because it's my favourite bit. So this house, I'm going to leave a 1 block gap in between them so that you can just noodle into the gardens at the back here. These guys are growing vegetables. Then we've got what is essentially an animal pen where I'm going to put some llamas because these guys sell wools and yarns. We've already got wool being catered for with a sheep farm in the main base, so it'd be nice to have somewhere where they're maybe doing specialty wools with the alpacas. So there's a little... Oops, my mouse has gone again. Come on, wakey wakey. There we go. So the llamas will go in there, and then this connects up into the garden here. So this is the back of the gardener's cottage, and I just love this little... like this little pocket back here between the buildings. They're all scrunched in together, and you can just get in. And it's all messy. Some of the windows of the cottages do look out over it. But it's just a bit of a dumping ground. People just... anything they don't really want, including mouse movement. Come on. Come on. Need to go change it. Everything they don't want just gets dumped here. And I'll go do it now before night comes and I get attacked by something. We'll go to bed, and I'll go get a new mouse battery. They've also got some sheets and stuff drying back here as well. I always like putting stuff hanging on lines because it just adds a bit of movement. Different thicknesses of things, different shapes of things. And there's also a wheelbarrow hanging from the back of this house because that's quite a common thing to see. People hanging things like wheelbarrows from the backs of sheds and things. And from this point down here, it's just been built up. I haven't done any real decoration work to this yet because I might be putting cottages down here. If I can get a little one crammed in down here, that would probably be something that I do. But I'm definitely going to put some in around here. And because they're going to be so narrow, I might make them tall. I might have them a block or 2 elevated and have them coming out over the river a bit and have them maybe be a bit taller. I don't know if that would look weird, if it's better that they slope downwards towards the river, or if we have like really tall ones. I don't know, we'll see. All in good time. But yeah, here we are. We've made a start on some actual town buildings. I'm really happy with how they're coming out. I do wonder if they should have been a bit taller, because I did say that some of the town buildings were going to be taller, but for now I'm happy to leave them like this. I think these two are fine. It's just this one, because it drops down again off these roof heights, so I'm wondering if this one could maybe do to get a second story at some point. So maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll see. Now I think I'll go get the llamas and we'll move them in. And then we'll have a proper little llama farm going back there. Now I only have llamas that are from the Wandering Trader. I'm assuming you can breed these? Let's see how many of my horses have been sabotaged by Endermen. Oh no, we're fine today. Hello llama. Hello llama. Okay, so I have you in different pens for some reason. Babby, please. Produce a babby. Thank you. Oh, he's got a little... Oh, I didn't realise he was going to come out with a tiny little Wandering Trader outfit on. I might have to go find some wild ones then, because I don't know that I can take that off. Yes, he's just a Wandering Trader underneath. That's unfortunate. Hi, little dude. Okay, so at some point we might have to go on a quest for actual llamas. I actually don't think I have seen llamas around anywhere in my travels. Around here, at least. Just keep an eye out for them. Now, we did say last week that we were going to make some kind of offering to the amethyst drake back in the mine. So let us go do that. We'll go give her some coal. Hi, guys. What's... Okay, we'll come back to this. This is getting petally. We shall come back. One job at a time. Oh, I've still got that problem going on. There we go. Yep, our big friend is still here. I'm going to give her a mix of coal, because I don't know specifically what she wants. And I've got an overwhelming surplus of spare coal, and I can always go get some more from my Wither Skull farm. We'll have a bit there. And then we'll put some full blocks in as treats. We'll see if she eats any of this. We'll just make like a little feeding zone. Maybe just fence this off from above a little bit to give the impression that it is not to be touched. Yeah, okay, there we go. She's got a little food source. Hopefully she'll hang around for a bit. We just wanted to stay a little bit longer, just in case that burrowing worm is still around and biding its time, because it might just be hiding underground waiting for this amethyst drake to pass. So I think it's better to keep her around for a while than it is to wait for the worm to come back. So we can keep her fed, it's no big deal. Maybe chuck some other ores in there. I've got so much copper, she might like that as well. Let us go see the doggies. Right then, squad, what's going on here? Why are there so many petals all of a sudden? What's going on? Is this your doing? No. Take it there's no news? No gossip? Oh, that's good, I suppose. Well, it's good to know that there's nothing terrible on the horizon, but I am still a little baffled about these petals. As pretty as this is, I didn't do any of this, so I don't really know what this is. I haven't planted any cherry trees in the base. I don't really know why these would be here. I mean, they're very pretty. I just don't know what this means. Horatio seems chill about it though, so I don't think there's anything to worry about too much. It's just a bit puzzling. Pretty, but puzzling. So whilst that is all the building that I had planned for today, I am going to make some maps. Unless I already have maps. Do I have maps? I have some empty maps. Excellent. Should we do one for here? That is a lovely picture of my beacon. Terrific. My beacon? Right there. Did I make two by accident? I think I did. Can you remake them? No, so I think I just now have like a duplicate map. Can you clear them at all? I feel like I'm just shaking it. Okay. So I need to go over here somewhere. Yep, I'm well off the map now. Map 11, I think, is the one I want. Okay. Quite like the paths. It's actually going to be a really nice clear map when it's done, isn't it? Probably need to go another bit further out towards the gatehouse and do another one. Yeah. Now I need item frames, don't I? Now obviously, because the base is nowhere near done, these won't stay like this. I'll keep updating them as we go because it is meant to be a guide in the town. But it's still interesting to see. Where can I put this? I could put it on the floor, can't I, just for now? It's a shame that farmland really only shows up as green. Considering that's great big wheat fields, I think that would look a bit prettier if it was actually showing it as wheat fields. I wonder how far back I've got to go to get the mines as well. Let's do that. Let's go back and get the mines. How do you actually make maps? I need compass. You need so much paper. Why is that a thing? Oh, funny I had some iron to use. Well, here we are. I now have 39 spare maps. I will take 5 with me. We'll leave those for updating properly, and I'll just go get... Okay, I'll wait until it's daytime. Now I'll just go get it. Wait until I'm over the mine. Okay, this maybe isn't going to be as big as I thought it was. Yep, okay. I seem to be on the edge of one. Oh yes, we're going to get a dragon on the map. That's really cool. She's got a lovely underbite in that top view. So I think I need to get this bit. I think there's a seam on the map around here, and I just caught that other side, so I think I need to get here. Yes, I do. Now let's go play around with these and see what we get. I think we're missing a bit. I think we're missing... Oh, I'm so confused. What am I looking at? Oh, got it. Just missing a little bit on that amethyst drake. And which ones are these? This one I think was here. Nope, maybe not. Yes, that's right. That's the walkways and the beams. All the little amethyst geodes. That really is quite a big dragon, isn't it? When you compare it to the size of everything else. I am tempted to go get some more and to do all of this line. I'm assuming you can update these. I thought you could. Once, oops. I'm assuming you can update maps once you're done. Let's need some more. This might be me using a little too much of my paper resources. These two are duds. I need to find like a dud box. Yeah, we'll just chuck them in here for now. We can just about get the top of the deep light serpent on this one. Now I need one for the village here. Yep, I'm going to need to stay over here and get one for this part of the mine. Definitely need to get this bit with the dragon's Tootsie, so I need to be in this kind of quarter here. Yep, I just got a Tootsie Toes, look. That should be that one, but that feels like I'm missing one in the middle. Here? The bit that I'm stood in? I'm not on either of these maps, so maybe... Ah, back on that one again. Okie dokie. Right, I'm going to put these ones in place, and then we'll do the other strip. There she is. That's the wall. Ah, I can do another one there. I might go do that, actually. I don't need it, and I might just do it to square it off. Okay, a little bit of the tree farm. And now to this side. Good, that's an extra one. I didn't fill all this one in. I have to go get that. You, I think, are there. Yep. You are here. Yep. Interesting. I have no idea what's going on here. Let's go find out. Oh, I somehow managed to map it without mapping it at all. Well, here it is. Here's the majority of the base. I don't think it's... No, it hasn't. It hasn't caught the few little bits I've got on this stretch of river here. The weird water towers. But we've got the village. This is the dock. We've got the deep light serpent. I love that you can just see it as like a slight swirl. That's really cool. Oh, press the wrong button. There we go. I love that it shows up as just like a slightly different swirl. Here's the town. This is what we built today. Here's the pub. I want all of this to be filled up with town. Probably going to put some more village buildings in here once the farm is properly figured out. This is the woodcutters. Here's the paths that go off towards the other village that was plundered by the burrowing worm. You could probably even map out this as well, because I think the village is just here. It might take another 4 to get that entire village, but it's there. Here's the dock. This patch in the middle is so weird because there's nothing on it, because everything is underground. So it looks like there's absolutely nothing going on here. But no, it's all underground. And then the caves at the back. Well, the mines at the back. You can see all the geodes, you can see all the little water spots. I like this big geode. There's the big path, and there's the big like hot spring bit in the middle. See the mushrooms. And then this great big dragon over the ravine. Oh, that looks really nice actually. How it's caught all the like scuff marks where she's dragged herself out this hole. That's really cool. This big patch up here is clear because this is where I'm eventually going to put the forge. I keep talking about this forge. It's going in eventually. So it's going to be somewhere around here at least. Quite big. I do want to do something in this patch as well because it's a good patch. This is where I did say previously I was considering the magic stuff. Having like the magic alley that was a little bit sinister, a little bit kept away from the rest of the town. So yeah, we want the forge. We want something here. We want more ships and boats and stuff in the river and in the docks. I could really do the river here. I keep saying I'm going to do stuff with this river and then never do. Bits like these bits of the river here need widening out. Actually, you can see how much it needs widening out now we're doing the top view. You really would struggle to get boats that size through, let alone anything bigger. Obviously, we're going to fill in the town. We're going to sort out the farm. There's still so much to do. Sometimes I think, oh, I must be coming, towards the end of this particular settlement. And I'm like, nope, I'm probably halfway through. And now I'm going to have to live with a map on my floor for a while because I am not moving this. I'm not going to reassemble it somewhere else. I'm just going to leave it here. We have sacrificed a crafting table under there somewhere. And I'm just going to live with a map until I can find somewhere to put it. Now, obviously, this is far too big to go in the pub. So I'll probably have to make some kind of, I don't know, like a notice board or just somewhere where this can be on display. Don't know quite where that will be. It's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought I'd be able to get it on like a 2x2 area, not a 3x6. Oops. I think you can make different map sizes, but I don't know how to do that. I can't be bothered. I'm quite happy with this. I think it illustrates the scale of the base quite nicely. I really like how the wall looks. I'm so glad it's not just like a dead straight line. Didn't realise it did such a sharp curve here, but quite like it. Now I would still like to put a wall this side as well, fully enclose the village. I love how the chimneys just turn up as like little star splats on the rooftops. Anyway, I need to stop looking at the map now. And I think I shall have to call it here for this episode again. I don't have any plans for next week, honestly. It's probably going to be town stuff. I might do river. Since the river needs doing and I can see it now, I might just do river stuff. We'll see. But as always, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again next week. I don't know why I zoomed. Bye bye for now. Zoom, 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 zoom.